Today's NBA mailbag is starting with Married to the Game using hashtag NBA. Should the Warriors trade the number 2 pick for Ben Simmons straight up? Jimmy, what do you think about this idea?
I mean, let's answer the question first. Ben Simmons is better than anybody in this draft. Ben Simmons is better than probably anybody in this draft is going to be. So 100 times out of 100, yes, I'm trading Ben Simmons for the number 2 overall pick if I'm the Golden State Warriors. Now, will the Philadelphia 76ers do it? Probably not, unless they're dead set on giving up on the Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid experiment. But let's face it, those rumors really are circulating now around Ben Simmons. However, I will say, now that Daryl Morey is in that seat, and now that Elton Brand has also got an extension, which I did not think was going to happen.
Very strange.
I don't think they're going to move Ben Simmons. I don't think they're going to move Joel Embiid. I think they're going to stick to those two and build around them somehow and get some shooters around them because that's what needs to happen. But Ben Simmons, he had a great year.
I think it would be an interesting fit to put Ben Simmons' vision with all those shooters in Golden State. But that being said, it's not like Steph Curry's game is catch and shoot. Like, yeah, he can do that, but he likes to be handling the ball, and I don't know how that fit would work next to Steph Curry because Draymond Green's another guy who's effective when he has the ball in his hands as well. And we know Simmons is he just doesn't shoot at all, what I really should say from the outside. It's interesting. There's a lot of speculation surrounding Simmons and Embiid, but I'm kind of with you. I think with Doc Rivers getting that job and now Morey in the mix, they're committed to giving this thing a run for another couple more years with those two guys in Philly. But if you're a Warriors fan, would you trade the number 1 pick for Ben Simmons? Type T for trade, type P for pass. Let us know what you guys would do in the comments section. Jimmy?
If I'm the Warriors, I'm typing my T for trade on this one. His defense, you throw that in the mix as well as his ability to pass and get to the rim, I'd type my T for trade.
Next up is John Johnson. Warriors trade idea. How about trading for Dennis Schroder? This is an interesting one because Schroeder has had an up-and-down career, Jimmy, but really had a nice bounce-back season in OKC and was up for Most Improved Player of the Year last year.
Listen, Sixth Man of the Year.
Sixth Man of the Year,
this past year. Yeah, he was absolutely incredible in Oklahoma City, and I think he deserved the Sixth Man of the Year award personally, even though he didn't get it behind Montrezl Harrell. I like Dennis Schroder to Oklahoma City. I just don't know what they're going to do to make that happen because you're not going to give up the number 2 pick for Dennis Schroder, and you're definitely not going to – I wouldn't give up Wiggins for Schroder either. It'd be weird.
You wouldn't
to
get out of that contract straight up for Schroeder? I might.
I don't think I want to.
I might do that.
I genuinely want to see how Wiggins will play as a third or fourth option.
That's
because
fair.
In his days in Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins, when Jimmy Butler was there as well, when Butler and Towns were together for that, and Wiggins were together for that like half year, he was the most efficient he ever was. He just hasn't played on a team where he hasn't had to be the best player on that team.
Yeah, and look, Schroeder is one of the best bench players in the NBA, and I think he found his niche as being that six-man type, kind of that flamethrower off the bench, if you will, because similar to Wiggins, on certain teams, he's been asked to be like the number 1 or number 2 guy. That's not Dennis Schroeder.
No.
You want him to be your 4th, 5th, 6th type of guy. Six-man, I think, is a perfect role for him, and I think that's what he would be if Golden State traded for him, is like that third guard behind Klay and Steph. Bring him in 25 minutes off the bench, and he could be a good, solid, efficient, and volume scorer for Golden State. But the Thunder are an interesting team because they have a lot of trade chips if they want to move them, including Dennis Schroeder. I'll be curious to see if the Golden State Warriors would like to pull the trigger on him. Honestly, obviously, you're not going to trade a number 2 pick for him.
No.
But could you package both your seconds and a player? Maybe something like that could work,
Maybe.
But we'll see what happens in the end. Now, Jimmy, tell our folks about our Warriors-only channel.
Listen, whether you're a Warriors fan or not, the Warriors are probably going to have the most interesting offseason of any team.
Yes.
You got a number 2 pick. You got 2 guys that could be on the move in Draymond Green and Andrew Wiggins. And even if they keep those guys, that number 2 pick is going to be super fun to watch. So make sure you subscribe to our Warriors-only channel at youtube.com/WarriorsTV. I've been doing 3 to 5 videos a week so far. And when the offseason really starts, which it really hasn't even actually started, we're going to be doing videos just about every day over there. So make sure you subscribe to youtube.com/WarriorsTV today.
Dylan Riddle next up using hashtag NBA. Where do y'all think former Kentucky players in the draft will be drafted and by which teams? We're going to talk about one of those guys here in a few minutes if you're watching live.
Are we going to talk? Do we have a Kentucky? We don't have a Kentucky guy.
I'm thinking Memphis.
Yeah, you're thinking Precious Achua of Memphis. So you got Emmanuel Quickly, you've got Tyrese Maxey, you've got the big man whose name is escaping me right now. He's a center that plays for them. That's okay, that I'm not super high on. Let's talk about Quickly and Tyrese Maxey because those are my top two guys. Ashton Hagans is another guy for them. I think Quickly is being overlooked. I think he's one of the best shooters in this draft. I would probably have him at the end of the first round personally.
Okay.
He's undersized, but man, he's such a good defender in college. So I would have him at the end of the first round. Tyrese Maxey, I think should go lottery, but apparently lottery teams aren't really looking at him. So I think he'll go about 15 to 20. I would love to see him fall to the Dallas Mavericks as an excellent defender on that team. So those are my two most intriguing Kentucky guys. And the rest of them, somewhere in the second round to undrafted.
Well, maybe one of those guys will be one of your favorite players someday, but what is your favorite player right now? Shout it out in the comment section. Who is your favorite player in the NBA? Lots of good ones to choose from. LeBron, Luka, Giannis, James Harden. Let us know who is your favorite player in the NBA right now. And guess what? We probably have his jersey available to buy brand new at chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. A lot of new alternate jerseys coming out, Jimmy, including these Mavericks ones, and they are available at that link, chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. You can get Luka, you can get Kawhi. We got a lot of the star players. These Trae Young ones have been released recently as well. Great price, authentic, brand new Nike jerseys at chatsports.com/NBA jerseys, of course. Yes, still got some LeBron ones available. By the way, is he changing his number? Are they doing that?
You know, they talked about it. They said they were going to give Anthony Davis number 23 and LeBron was going to go back to number 6. I don't know if that's going to happen, but if they do, they'll have some.
This is a collector's item.
You better get one today.
You may want to get one. Chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. These new Nets alternate ones as well.
Shout out to Drazen Petrovic.
Yeah,
that's what that is right
big
there.
Big fan of those. That link will be in the comments. It'll be in the description. One more time, it's chatsports.com/NBA jerseys. Take advantage today. Rudy Gobert to Golden State. This one coming from Jeff Baller on our NBA mailbag.
So it'd have to start with number 2 and Andrew Wiggins, which Utah's not going to do it just for Andrew Wiggins and number 2.
What about Draymond and number 2?
Oh man, I still think Utah says no. I think they do it if Gobert's like, hey, I'm gone next year anyway.
Here, yeah.
So go ahead and get me out of here. Man, can you imagine Gobert in the middle of that lineup? That would be pretty insane. But I don't think Utah is actually looking to trade him because I don't think Rudy Gobert is dead set on leaving Utah anytime soon.
It does seem like the Mitchell Gobert hate thing was overblown.
Definitely
They seemed fine in the bubble, at least on the surface. So
yeah.
We'll see what happens. I don't think that's very likely, though.